What's up, everybody? It's Eric Taylor, Big E Astrology. I'm back. Not too late, but better late than never. I am discussing with you today the Cancer new moon on July 17th, about an hour and a half before the nodal shift. And I'll show you in the chart how it still is a Cardinal Grand Cross, okay? Because the mean position of the nodes are actually at the 29 North Node Aries, 29 South Node Libra, but the true node is still at 0. But it's just about an hour and a half off. So we're talking at 11:31 a.m. Pacific, 2:31 p.m. Eastern on July 17th, which is coming up on Monday, all right? So this Cancer new moon, new beginnings, which is fascinating because for the chart, it's at 24 degrees and it's a Libra ascendant. So we're talking about the Cancer sun and moon in the 10th house. So I'm titling this the Surrender to the Flow. And it's about surrendering to the flow of energy, right? We're going to talk about this new moon and sun and how it's opposing Pluto and in a trine to Neptune. You have the Mercury square Jupiter, and you have sort of the finger of God, the Venus and Leo, and in conjunction to the Pluto Capricorn and Neptune Pisces. All right. And this is we have a sextile from the sun, moon to Uranus. So this new beginning energy, it's really about learning how to surrender, let go, and really to have the faith that we are in God's hands, right? Remember, the Cancer, the crab, is very cautious, slow to trust. But on that higher frequency, it's got this divine inner knowing and inner knowledge. And this is right before Venus goes retrograde. So this is really speaking to this energy, right? The numbers are powerful. The 17th, right? That's an 8. When you add it up with the July 17th with the 2023, right, the universal year, it winds up going to a 22, which you could bring down, which is about the architect, the builder, which you could bring down to a 4. So the 22 and 17 are really like a 4 and 8 in numerology. And it's really, when you have the sun and moon opposing Pluto, there's definitely this this deep sense, because the Pluto and Capricorn retrograde 29 degrees in the 4th house of home, lineage, ancestors, right? Your roots, the home life, the nurturing and caring. We're really getting into and really talking about legacy, right? And walking in to this new future where you are connected spiritually to the flow, this water flow of energy, right? You're talking about a Libra rising, so then it's the Scorpio in the 2nd house of your food and speech, family, values, earning money. Pisces, Neptune, Saturn in the 6th house of work, service, humanity, your health and daily routine. And the Cancer, new moon and sun in the 10th house of legacy and father, public image, reputation, how you're known to the world. So, I want you to understand as we're getting to this Grand Cardinal Cross, and this energy is exact, I think, really on the July 22nd and 25th, a couple times. It's very powerful. because it's about initiating. The cardinal signs are initiating the seasons. And then for this to be a Libra ascendant, and Goddess of Harvest, the series there, how you nurture and care for self with the South Node, there is this karmic pull of understanding that this new moon is happening on the four pillars of the chart. The relationship with self, I am. The relationship with childhood, nurturing, mother, ancestors, Capricorn Cardinal. Aries, North Node, and that's the Pluto there. Libra, first house, surrender, right? But spiritually, you're being asked to really come into a place of the relationship with self, right? Because once you have the self-love, then you can lead, and it can go to the relationships with the rest of the chart and others, and loving others. Then the seventh house, the Aries North Node, that karmic pull and destiny to initiate and assert yourself, to be the pioneering maverick for new beginnings, to finding new relationships, new business partners, right? Signing new deals and contracts. And then the 10th house, the Cancer, moon and sun at 24 degrees, which is a 6. The 6 is what? Looks like a woman holding a baby in the womb. 6 is about women, about this in conjunction in the finger of God, the Yod to Venus. And it's really speaking to, right, that Cancer and the 6th, giving birth to new ideas. Mercury square Jupiter, big ideas, right? At this time, we have an opportunity with our spiritual discipline and with our faith and with just surrendering to the cosmic flow of energy to walk into our new destiny, to initiate our new realities. The Cardinal Grand Cross. This is a powerful new moon, right? What is it that you are manifesting in your life? With this nodal shift, it is time to release the energies and purge and detox the relationships that no longer serve us, and really focus on the relationship with self, vibrating from the heart chakra, the self-love, okay? And you, Aries North Node, you're going to initiate the business, the love. Now that Cancer Sun and Moon in the 10th house with Libra Ascendant, I mean, it's definitely about being of service to society. But just watch out, there could be some, it is opposing Pluto. There could be some secrets revealed at work, affairs with bosses, or, stuff like that, where you can tarnish your image, your public image. You can tarnish your legacy. But it's really about understanding that we are ascending to the 5D with these solar flares and just all the energies. It's time. There is no victimhood. There's time. It's time to initiate the new beginnings. And there's no accident that you're basically, it's like 28, it's like an hour and 28 minutes apart, this Cancer new moon and the Aries North Node beginning. So understand, these are powerful cycles. This is heavy, but I think it's harmonious and positive. I think it's an opportunity to walk in to a new level of self-acceptance, to your true appreciation, gratitude for the small things in life, including having healthy love and relationships. And most importantly, that healthy relationship with self. You've got to have, and the only frequency that's going to matter from now, even going to 2027 in the future in the age of Aquarius, which we'll get back to Pluto Aquarius, January 21st, 2024, is being truthful and being authentically you, right? Only God is perfect. So let's get to the chart. You know, Cancer new moon, 24 degrees, July 17th. Thank you, God. This is definitely magical, intuitive, spiritual, and creative energy. You know, take advantage of the Uranus sextiling the sun and moon. You know, having deep inner knowing about your money, your values, things you're going to create, these visions and downloads that you might have. You know, Cancer can be kind of cautious and conservative. It's moody energy, but there's also this nurturing, caring energy for one another, for the groups we have chosen to align with, for our tribe. All right, let's get to that chart. So here's the chart. I'm gonna zoom it in so you can see it closer. You see the Libra ascendant, see the Pluto, 4th house, Capricorn. You're looking at the Cancer, sun and moon, 24 degrees, 10th house. All right, so when you have the Libra ascendant for this Cancer new moon chart, the part of fortune is there, spiritual, financial blessings that you initiate. You see, this is the mean position of the node, and you see it's still just about an hour, 28 minutes away, really from shifting, with the Scorpio South node still there this early in the morning on the 17th. So the chart ruler is Venus. So where's Venus, right? So we go to Venus being here in the 11th house of the groups, the internet, astrology. And it's not going retrograde until the 22nd. All right. But you see, it gets all the way up to 28 degrees. And that's where you see in this 11th house, this in conjunction in the finger of God, the Yod there, Pluto, right? Nothing, it's not opposing anything here. And then the Neptune. And they're kind of in a sextile, right? 27, 29 degrees. So, you know, this is really speaking to, you know, it's like the in conjunction is kind of like a chair that's not stable sometimes. And you're trying to understand how you can correct or fix things. And this can be around our relationship with money, but even how we need to transform what we value, right? Our crystals, our gems, our jewelry, our coin, our self-love, our relationships, right? That there has to be psychologically some spiritual connection and acceptance. So we have to rethink these relationships. And Pluto opposing the sun and moon, okay? And we've got Juno, you know, here in Cancer, being married to the career, being married to the family, being married to the property, the real estate, the ancestors, the legacy, the lineage. But this Cancer, sun and moon, we're giving birth to a new energy. This Aries North Node, this Grand Cardinal Cross. And Cancer season is really kind of going out with this spiritual bang, right? Having this Neptune in the sixth house and this trine to that sun and moon, you know, on the new moon, there's opportunities to use your compassion and empathy in very intuitive and creative ways to tap into your psychic gifts as you get these downloads from Uranus and Taurus. Okay? Uranus and Taurus is giving you these, I mean, really, it's giving you these visions, right? And these ideas of hidden knowledge, sudden events, you know? What is between a 3D and 5D, 3D and 4D, the spiritual realm, the thin veil? How can we tap in Jupiter, biology and finance, to, right, and squaring Mercury in Leo? But how can we kind of, tap in to the self-healing remedies, the ancient herbs, the plant medicine, the doTERRA, natural organic vegan products like my wife's company, sabalepure.com, SABALI pure.com. Jupiter in the eighth house. You want organic and vegan body and skincare because your skin absorbs these toxins that you get from when you use these products, right? You want diatomaceous earth in your tooth powder to heal your gums and remineralize your teeth. The sun and moon is nurturing and caring self. South Node in Libra, spiritually coming home to self. Pluto in Capricorn, you've got to surrender and let go of these, oh, well, my family does this, so that's why I do it. These legacies and these structures, right? Saturn's at retrograde in Pisces. Spiritual discipline and the boundaries, right? How important that is. But really think about, think about when you have Saturn in retrograde here, and it's going to go back, I think it's going back to 2, maybe it's going back to 0 degrees, right? But it's at 6 degrees opposing the Mars in Leo. So there can be some, the Mars in Virgo, right? 12th house. There can be some frustrations. It's only 2 degrees off. But where we're willing to assert ourselves with our analytical and logical mind, we can assess what's really happening to the authority in our lives and in our society. Saturn Pisces, it's the government, that's the FDA. We're opposing that because we are analytically, logically being critical of all governments and foreign lands and FDA and the UN, and seeing, right, Saturn retrograde 6 degrees, what discipline or restrictions they've put upon 6 degrees women. Right? And I'll tell people I'm pro-life and I'm pro-choice. I don't judge anybody, but you can't be pro-life and then not want to help the children when they're here and they're born. And you can't be pro-choice and abuse your responsibility, Saturn, of not just being reckless and getting pregnant and aborting children to be committing murder and killing them. Everything is yin yang, everything is balance. So I always say I'm both. But as a man, I have no right to tell a woman, neither should the government, what to do with their body. But I've lost children, so I'm always going to be pro-life. I have 4 sons, 3 that I made. Okay? So just understand that, even this Chiron, 19 degrees in Aries, they're in the 7th house. Eventually the nodes are going to hit that, but we still are rocking with our friend here, right? That's going to be it's going to be conjunct Venus. I taught this in Coffee Talk. It'll be conjunct Venus on July 22nd for the retrograde. It's actually going to pass Venus and be at 29 degrees. Lilith, the true black moon Lilith, is here. This is the mean average position, but this Lilith bounces around. It was in Cancer a couple of days ago. Now it's back in Leo. It's been going back and forth between Cancer and Leo. But it's in a trine to Chiron. And there's definitely an opportunity for nurturing self and increasing your self-love and healing childhood wounds through the vibration and frequency of love. Write a letter to your younger self so you can have a new beginning and allow yourself to heal and just forgive all the people. Look at all the relationships in the chart, right? The family, the siblings, the cousins, the neighbors, the job, the wife, the children. You need to surrender and release. Capricorn, 4th house, right? Let it go, what no longer serves you. We all have these wounds from childhood that we need to purge and detox. And understand that, let's say, if your father was alcoholic, doesn't mean you have to be an alcoholic. Your father was an abuser or cheater, doesn't mean you have to be an abuser or cheater. Your mother was an abusive or neglectful mother, doesn't mean you have to be. That's what I want you to understand. It's karmically pulling us, this Cardinal Grand Cross. It's letting us know it is time to surrender, release, purge, detox, initiate new beginnings, and come back to home in our heart with divine knowledge of compassion and spirituality, the trine of Neptune to the Cancer sun and moon. I mean, this is, you know what I mean? Like, understand, you are magic. You can achieve higher levels of God consciousness when you take the time to heal your heart and your subconscious mind with love, spiritual discipline, your spiritual practices, and also just learning, as I always say, right? I say surrender, let go, let God. And then the Trinity of Trust. This is one of my E-isms. And I'll be having on my new website, biggeastrology.com, and I'll be sending out, if not daily, 2-3 times a week, you can get on my email list of, my daily, or just, I'll say daily, weekly E-isms. And one of them, the Trinity of Trust. Learn to trust yourself, which is part of increasing your self-love. And then in a healthy way, learn to trust others again. If you've lost that trust, you can't do this life dance alone. And then always trust in God's source energy, right? Whoever that is to you. I say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Hashtag Deepwater Faith. The fact that I can teach you guys astrology and do all this at 40 days in a coma, 85 days in a hospital and almost dying, I am a walking miracle. And this experience, right, it was all happening. I came home around the nodal shift. When we went into the Scorpio South Node and Taurus North Node is when I left the hospital. In November of 2021, I came home November 20th, 2021. So Cancer, I mean, please understand this water energy, and this trine from Neptune. And there's nothing, in Scorpio at this time. I mean, the South Node is, still kind of there, right? Just an hour off, hour and change. But in general, this trine of Neptune to the Sun and Moon, it's your inner mind and your outer ego and self-expression and authority and vitality that are really tapped in a very intuitive psychic way. There will be a lot of spiritual insight and gifts and downloads and things revealed to you if you're willing on Monday to kind of set the intention for these new beginnings, to walk in the path of creating your new self, right? Aligning your chakras and, knowing that you are magical, and allow yourself to walk in this map of your life, and allow me to be your guide to unlock this ancient wisdom called astrology. It's beautiful. It's a blessing. It's a gift. All right. And I just want you guys to take advantage of this energy and know that Aries North Node doesn't have to be a difficult experience. This Cancer new moon is giving you the boost to initiate this grand Cardinal Cross with this harmonious, spiritual, bigger than life, big ideas energy, where you can see through the veils and lies of the authorities, but then also find ways where you can agree with the concept of authority and discipline, because you have to have inner authority. Saturn retrograde 6 degrees, you have to have self-discipline, respond to your abilities, have healthy boundaries, have spiritual rituals and routines, 15 to 30 minutes a day, not missing a day. And to realize there's nothing to fear. Fear is a low vibration energy and frequency. Walk in faith. Sun opposing Pluto, moon opposing Pluto, the trine in Neptune. Have faith, right? Surrender to the flow of positive energy and love and vibrating from your heart chakra. You got this. And I'm here. I am definitely your humble servant, and I'm here to guide you through these energies. And I've got these amazing services, the Chiron wound, the audio birth chart reading, the live birth chart reading over Zoom, past life soul journey chart reading, my new service, the moon tracking reading, $134, tracking the emotions, body, and health through the moon, through your entire chart, through a monthly cycle. And I teach you how the moon will play out through each house and each sign. This is a great service. And then I will officially be announcing my unconscious soul birth chart reading, right? Through the lens of human design, 88 days before your birth. And it's a new birth time and a new, you know what I mean? So like if you were a Virgo sun like me, you may wind up with a Gemini sun. Okay? If you're a Gemini sun, you may wind up with a Pisces sun. That 88 days, depending on your placement, usually will turn into a square. So, if you were the Scorpio sun, you may be the Leo. If you were the Taurus, you may be the Aquarius. This is heavy. All right? So I'll be announcing that. So reach out to me if you're interested in that. And I hope you come to Coffee Talk. next Saturday, July 22nd, 1 p.m. Eastern, where I will teach how to read a natal birth chart, right? Starting with this ascendant in Libra and going to the Venus and, whatever it is. And then as a collective, I built a nice community. We're going to, it's 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. It's only $20. Keeping it low for people. Next year, year 3, will go up. This is the Coffee Talk number 18. And we're going to read 2 Coffee Talk members' birth charts together as a group. And then, when we're done, we reveal who it is at the end. And then they share the insight of how we did reading the chart and share their life journey and experience. It's beautiful. You don't want to miss it. July 22nd, be there. All right. So just understand there's something deep to me with this Juno there and the sun and moon. And it's this Pluto opposition. You don't have to be married to the legacy of your ancestors when it does not serve you. This is the energy to blaze a new path, a new spiritual reality, healing the karmic wounds of your lineage and ancestors, where you can give birth to a new legacy. Surrender to the flow and walk a new path. Cancer new moon, 24 degrees, July 17th, 2:31 p.m. Eastern, 11:31 a.m. Pacific. All right? God bless you guys. Eric Taylor, Biggie Astrology. All right? This was fun. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I just want to say in closing and goodbye, remember, it's still Cancer season. Cancer, sun, moon, and risings. The birth chart sale ends on July 21st. Okay, that's a Friday at midnight Pacific. You can get a natal birth chart reading, a solar return chart explaining the energy of the theme of your birthday, this new year of life coming up for you. It's powerful. And in that reading, I also share where you're at in your annual perfection year, or a secondary progression chart, which is indicating where you are. If you were born as a Cancer sun, depending on your age, you may be a Leo or Virgo sun now. So where's your chart progressed in the planetary alignments? It's powerful. So live birth chart reading over Zoom, right? Normally 125 for 60 minutes. It's for Cancer season, what is it? $107. And then normally the big shebang, 40 to 50 minute custom video summary, normally $250. Mini movie of your life. You get, it all recorded, breaking down a map of your life, and then you get an audio transit of your current and futuristic transits through your entire chart, plus videos of all your placements, which you get in the other reading. This is powerful. This is a game changer. It's a service I'm really proud of, and it knocks it out the park. I don't know any other astrologers that do this. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, you want to take advantage of it. Normally $250 until July 21st. It's only $213. All right. This was fun. God bless you guys, and enjoy this Cancer new moon. And surrender to the flow. Eric Taylor, Biggie Astrology. Bye, Cancer new moon. Later. And be positive, smile, have positive intentions. And remember, your subconscious mind is listening. So don't gossip about others and talk positive about yourself. My gift to all of y'all is please retire from negative self-talk ahora, right now, immediately. God bless. Peace.